Howdy.
Howdy.
So what's your name?
What's your name?
Officer Chris Graves.
Badge number.
54.
Awesome.
So can I ask what you're doing recording around my... So this is my Sally Port.
Yeah.
Okay, the court has their own rules. I transport prisoners in and out of this area. So everything you're doing here is a threat to my safety. So I need to know who you are. So I'd like to see your identification.
How am I a threat to your safety?
Okay, I'm not going to ask you again. Can I see your identification,
No, you
please?
cannot. Am I under arrest? Am I being detained?
You're about to be. Now turn off the
I'm
camera.
about to be arrested.
You are. Can I
Fill
see
me
your
out
ID,
in public.
please? This isn't public. This is a
It
secure
is public.
area.
Have you read the friggin' sign? Let's go read the sign, gentlemen.
Let's not.
Yes. Let's read the sign. All right. You don't want to read the sign? You don't want to read the sign? Let's go read the sign.
The gentleman filming outside of the courthouse fails to identify himself.
Let's see here.
See,
Let's see here. What's it say?
trooper parking only.
Alright guys, listen up because today's encounter is straight up wild. We're diving into a showdown with a police officer who walks out acting like he owns the Constitution itself. From the moment he shows up, his energy screams control, and the way he tries to trample on both the First and Fourth Amendments is downright alarming. Watch closely how his obsession with demanding ID grows so intense, he literally starts shaking when he doesn't get his way. This is not professionalism. This is desperation in uniform. And before we go deeper, make sure to smash that like button and drop your thoughts down below, because this officer's behavior deserves every bit of scrutiny coming his way. Get ready, this story heats up fast.
Gotta read. Trooper parking.
All right, okay,
Trooper parking. I'm not parking.
that's fine.
What's that one say? Trooper parking.
what's
That's
your name?
That direction. This one is for this spot. There's no sign saying I can't go in there.
There is not.
No,
So
there's
can I have
not.
your name, please? I'm asking you, it's a lawful order to identify
Lawful
yourself.
order. What have I done?
I'm asking you to
crime-
identify yourself.
What crime have I committed?
Failing to identify yourself. How do I know that you're not
Have I
a...
committed a crime? I don't
I
have to
haven't-
identify myself to you unless I've committed a crime.
Okay, you need to put your hand down right now. All right, I'm asking you to identify yourself.
No,
Are you not
you
identifying
don't-
yourself?
you
Then
don't
let's
have-
go. I'm
Where
asking
am I
you to leave.
going?
I'm
Where am I
telling
going?
you right now, you're
Where am I
about to get
going?
trespassed from the courthouse.
Trespass from
Yes,
outside.
I'm telling you that
There's
right
law
now.
that says I can stand.
No,
out
there's
here and
not.
film
Do you
the
have a
facility.
matter of court? No, you do not.
Yes,
I am not going to argue
The
with you. Do
law
you have
says
court
I
right
can stand
now?
out here.
Let's go. Are you
need
on the
to
court
calm
calendar?
down. You need to calm
No,
down.
you need to calm down.
You need to calm down. Let me
Then
talk
give
to
me
your
your
supervisor.
identification.
How about that? Let me talk to
Okay,
your supervisor.
absolutely.
You're out of control. You
So
need
I'm
to calm
afraid to.
yourself down. Tell me what to do. You don't have no authority over me. Who do you think you are?
Is there a sergeant in Kenai?
He said, as long as I'm not inside the courthouse. Am I inside the courthouse?
Okay,
Isn't that what
do you
you
not
said?
see?
Isn't that what you said?
Alright people, here's where it kicks off. The officer marches out asking names, badge numbers flying around, and suddenly he declares that simply recording outside his secure area is a threat to his safety. Think about that. Something as simple as a camera apparently sends him spiraling. Instead of explaining, he jumps straight to orders, demands identification, and even threatens arrest within seconds. Not because of a crime, but because his ego can't stand not being obeyed. The cameraman tries to ask reasonable questions. Am I detained? Am I arrested? But the officer snaps, insisting this open public space isn't public at all. What follows is a masterclass in intimidation tactics. But trust me, it only gets crazier from here.
Do you not understand that walking around this building, videotaping this entire building might raise some alarm?
I own this building. The citizens of this state own this building. It's not your building. You don't have no authority out here unless I'm committing a crime. Am I committing a crime? And if
You know
so,
what?
what crime am I committing? Failure ID? I don't have to ID.
I'm done talking to you.
I don't have to ID to myself
fine.
to you.
I'm done
Well, if
talking
you're
to
done
you.
talking to me, why don't you walk back in there and get out of my face?
No,
How's that?
I have every right to be here that you do. You just
Yeah.
argued that to me.
Yeah. I have every right to be here.
So do I. I'm a
You-
citizen of Alaska as well.
You're not, right now, you're in your official capacity.
I am.
Yeah, which means you don't have any freaking rights.
Okay.
How dare you come out here and talk to me like that?
How dare you come record
How
my building?
dare-
How would you bring your
I have
attitude?
every right.
Okay,
I
good
am
for
a
you.
journalist. gathering content for a story on this building. I have
Okay.
every right to be here and
And-
look at the vehicles that we pay for, the building that we pay for, and to check and make sure you guys are taking care of it. You have no authority over me. What do you think you are? Come out here barking orders at me, giving me your, I don't have to give you my ID. Don't you know the law? Aren't you law enforcement?
Now guys, watch this part closely because it exposes everything. The officer drags him towards signs, hoping they prove some imaginary law. Yet every sign he points at only proves the opposite. Trooper parking only? Fine, no one's parking. Authorized vehicle zone? Also fine. Nothing says a citizen can't walk or film. When the cameraman calmly explains this, the officer panics harder and starts giving lawful orders that aren't lawful at all. He demands ID, claims failure to identify is a crime, and tries to intimidate his way through the conversation. But when asked what actual law was broken, dead silence. This is the moment where reality hits him. He's not dealing with someone who folds under pressure.
It's not how it works, buddy. You're gonna learn today, dude.
Okay.
You're gonna learn today.
All right.
Yeah.
Look forward to it.
You're gonna learn today.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're gonna arrest me, you go ahead and arrest me. I'm not gonna resist.
You
I have
asked for a
weapons
supervisor.
on me.
We're waiting for
I
my
have
supervisor to
I have
arrive.
No weapons on me.
Hey.
I have no ill will, no ill intent. I'm here simply quietly filming.
Waiting for a supervisor.
Yeah,
You
that's
asked for a
right.
supervisor.
Yeah.
So-
Threaten me with arrest. You go ahead and arrest me. I haven't done nothing wrong. Nothing. I have every legal reason to be here.
At 30.
I'm threatening you with, I'm a threat because I have a camera. You crazy?
Bill Condon is counter traffic at
You
SPD.
need to check yourself, dude. You
Okay.
need to check your attitude.
Okay.
It ain't happening today, dude. I don't know who you think you are, but you have no authority over me. None. Are you a supervisor?
Nope.
Okay. What's your name and badge number?
It's Officer Staley.
It's Officer Staley.
Staley.
How do you spell that?
Like Stanley without the end.
Okay. What's your badge number? 63. Awesome. Thank you. Who's the highest rank out here out of you three? No one? None of you?
We're all the same.
Is this the supervisor?
Alright guys, here's where the meltdown begins. The officer tries everything. Trespass threats, yelling, crowding the man's space, claiming the courthouse grounds somehow belongs solely to him. But the cameraman stands firm, reminding him that public property belongs to the people, not to badge-heavy tyrants. And that's when the officer completely unravels. His voice shakes, his authority crumbles, and he desperately calls for backup, hoping someone else can fix the mess he created. Another officer arrives, trying to calm the situation, but even he looks embarrassed by his partner's unhinged behavior. Meanwhile, the cameraman keeps repeating one simple truth. If I haven't committed a crime, I don't have to ID. And that truth hits harder than any badge.
Kenai PD.
Yep.
On state property. That's your guys' jurisdiction, not his. You think I'm just somebody you come out here? I know my laws, I know my rights.
Okay, good for you.
And I'm literally standing on my rights. There's not a damn thing you can do about it. You have no authority over me. You're gonna go bully somebody, you go bully somebody else. You ain't gonna bully me.
Just telling you not to.
I can film anything I want, anything I can see in public. Anything my eyes can see, I can film. It's not the law. No, I'm not inside the courthout.
You're within the court property.
I'm not inside the courthouse.
Okay.
This gentleman
so-
right here said, as long as I'm not inside the courthouse, I'm fine. Got it on
Okay,
video.
so that's fine, but walking around the courthouse, filming trooper
can-
cars, filming vehicles, you don't think that's not suspicious? That's the only reason I
think
came
it's
out to find out who
suspicious
you
the
are.
way- I think it's suspicious the way you came out here barking orders.
'Cause
You
I
have
wanna
no
know who you
authority
are.
over me. You don't need to know who I am. It's none of your business.
Okay.
Sorry, what's your, Grims? What's
Grimes.
your name?
Grimes, sir.
Grimes.
Yes.
And your badge number?
K20.
Awesome. You said 20?
20.
20. Awesome. Thanks, man.
What's your name?
I'm not giving you my name. Not after the interaction I just had. I would have, but
Now listen guys, because this part shows the full collapse of authority. More officers show up, but none can name a single crime. They try switching tactics, acting calm, acting friendly, pretending to be reasonable, but the damage is done. The first officer is still fuming, pacing, snapping, and desperately trying to cling to control he never had. The cameraman stands there peaceful, hands visible, no threats, no aggression, just a camera, and that alone is enough to send these officers into chaos. One of them even admits the filming is legal as long as he isn't inside the courthouse. Yet the first officer ignores his own colleague's words and keeps trying to escalate. This is what happens when ego collides with knowledge.
No, you wouldn't have. That's the first thing I ask you to identify
Now
yourself.
when
and
you come
said,
out barking
we're done.
orders at me, yeah,
Come
you
back
go
up
ahead
here
and go
again.
back to work. You're dismissed, Tyrant. I ain't putting up with you today.
Hey, sir.
It ain't happening. Here.
Can I have a conversation with you?
This guy just... No, the whole thing escalated because he came out screaming. He was supposed to be at like 9, like you are, you're at like 4. He came out here at 100. Straight off the bat. I'm not putting up with it today. I have every right to be here. You and all you guys know it. I'm outside the courthouse.
I'm not here to tell you.
I was
you have
told,
to
I'm
leave.
going to explain to you what I was just told.
Absolutely.
By that gentleman on the left right there.
Okay.
He told me as long as I'm not in the courthouse, I'm fine. And then I come over here, these signs say this right here, right? Is that correct? I can't go down there? That's true for parking. Well, parking, technically I can go down there by law, but I'm not going to go down there because I'm not trying to start no.
Yeah, that's
but
probably good.
this over here,
So,
is there any reason for me not to be over here? Exactly. Thank you very much. Why don't you go tell that tyrant right there to do his job and go back in the courthouse?
there's no reason to call names and stuff.
After the way I was just treated,
Well,
dude,
I'm not treating you that
I'm
way.
actually being calm compared to the way I was just treated. I will not be bullied.
Okay, so what
A
is...
man standing here with a
Do
camera.
you mind me asking what your intent is here?
What does it look like my intent is?
Guys, watch how the tables turn. The cameraman, who has stayed calm the entire time, now begins calling out the corrupt behavior directly. Check your attitude. You have no authority over me, and I know my rights. Each statement lands like a punch, and the officers can't handle it. One tries to accuse him of being an instigator, but even that falls apart when the cameraman explains he never approached anyone. They approached him. The real instigator was the officer who came out screaming at level 100 from the start. You can literally feel the embarrassment as the backup officer tries to distance himself from his colleague, insisting he's just here to keep the peace. But the truth is already exposed.
Honestly, I have no
What am I doing? Let's see.
Seems like you're here to rile people up and see what kind of
I didn't
reaction
say
you
nothing to nobody. I was quietly filming the outside of this building.
Mm-hmm.
The only interaction I had was with this gentleman. It worked out perfect. He said, as long as you're not in the courthouse, you're fine. I walked around over there. I walked around over here.
Okay.
That's it. I haven't interacted with anybody. Every time I had an interaction, I was approached.
get. Okay.
So how's that me looking for a confrontation?
I can't imagine any other reason to stand out here and film the courthouse, but
I'm
that's
a journalist
fine. I mean,
gathering content for a story for possible dissemination.
sounds good to me.
I have the First Amendment right to be here. If
Well,
I can
that's
see it,
not
if
actually
I
your
can see it,
First Amendment.
actually
right?
it is the member of the press. I have the right to film and disseminate information to the public.
No.
Information on this building, information on you guys. If you don't think so, you might want to look up some case law, bro.
I'm just saying, I
First
don't believe
Amendment
that falls
of
under
the
the
Alaska
First Amendment.
Constitution even says that.
But, okay. That's fine. I'm not here to argue over the amendments. I don't.
Well, he's
I'm not-
trying to
I don't think
demand
you're
my ID.
violating any
He's
of-
trying to demand my ID, and I'm telling you that's not going to happen. If you guys are going to arrest
So
me,
here's the
if
thing.
you guys, I'm
Do
just
you
going to tell you
know-
right now.
Hold
if
on,
you guys
hold
are
on.
going to
Hey,
arrest
hey,
me,
hey.
you guys go ahead and arrest me because I'm not
Can I
leaving
talk?
until I'm done. Go ahead.
Can I talk? So, I don't see any reason to identify you right now. Okay. However,
Go
I'm
back
not-
to work.
All right, friends, here's where everything becomes painfully obvious. The cameraman explains, calmly and clearly, that he is a journalist gathering content, perfectly legal under the First Amendment. He lays out case law, explains the right to film public officials, and reminds them that public property belongs to the people, not the government. But the first officer still refuses to back down. His pride won't let him admit he was wrong. So he keeps hovering, hoping someone will validate his imaginary authority. Instead, the other officers confirm the cameraman hasn't committed a single crime. They can't detain him. They can't force ID. They can't trespass him from public space. And slowly, painfully, the tyrant officer realizes he's lost the battle he started.
Dude.
Dude, stop. Why are you talking to him?
Yeah.
Hey,
Tyrant. You're dismissed.
You see what you're doing? You're
Walk
trying to
the
rile
scene.
him up.
Oh, he just pissed me off.
Yeah, but you're riling him
How am I
up.
not supposed to be upset when he came out here demanding
You
my
can
ID
be
and everything
upset,
else?
but there's
Okay.
no reason. He's walking
Okay,
away.
yeah, he
There's
is
no
walking
reason for you
away.
to sit out here and
Last
call him
word,
names.
That's my prerogative.
So you have to have the last word.
Are you his
Sounds
boss?
like you're an instigator.
No, you guys are together. I'm an instigator, huh? Yeah, so you're one of those, aren't you?
What?
You're one of those. Why don't you just go back to work, bro?
What do you think I'm doing right now?
Right now, go back to work. You're dismissed.
Dude, you are fun.
Trash.
And finally, guys, here's the conclusion, and it hits hard. As the officers walk away, the cameraman makes it crystal clear. This is exactly why citizens must know their rights. Because one unstable officer with a badge can turn a peaceful situation into chaos simply because he doesn't understand the law. If a camera makes him shake, imagine if he had a weapon in his hand during a moment like this. That thought alone shows how dangerous ignorance can be. So this video isn't just entertainment, it's a warning. Keep filming, keep learning your rights, keep holding public officials accountable. And if you support transparency and freedom, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, and help spread awareness. Always stand your ground and never bow to tyranny.